Some time ago, someone paid me the compliment, I think it was a compliment, of calling me the poor man's Dylan Thomas. Have you all heard of Dylan Thomas? Oh, good. Says a lot of which I was flattered. But I would like to just say I've admired him and been influenced by Dylan Thomas since I was a teenager. So I've been around a while. But I would say that there is a difference. Dylan Thomas comes from South Wales and I come from North Wales. And
speak Welsh. He doesn't.
well, he was, yes, he was from Swansea. He didn't speak Welsh.
No.
But there is a difference, slight cultural difference. In some ways, it's the north-south divide. You know that?
Yeah.
All about that, yes. We're poles apart in some ways, although there are similarities, and I have been influenced by it. Now, as I say, I started studying Dylan Thomas's work when I was a teenager, and I read up about him, and some people are of the impression that, do you know the play Under Milkwood?
Yes.
One of my favourites. It's magic. It's a work of genius. Now, in my studies, I read that Dylan Thomas lived for a while in North Wales. Oh. You see? He lived in a place called, with his young wife Caitlin and the children, in a place called New Quay, which is in the county of Sir Meirionydd, near Barmouth. And I've been to Larne, where he had this boathouse, and where he wrote, he did a lot of his writing and drinking. And I would say, in the play Under Milkwood, he creates this mythical fairy tale place and goes through 24 hours in the life of this place. It's called Llaregib. If you write the word Llaregib down on a piece of paper and you read it backwards, it reads bugger all. Llaregib bugger all. But having been to New Quay in Meirionydd, I would say the location of Llaregib is more similar to the New Quay in Meirionydd than it is to Larne. New Quay, the sea goes down, the cliffs rather, the roads go down to the sea, and it's more, because I think he was writing that play Under Milkwood nearly all his life, making jottings, and I think he must have put his first jottings down when he lived in New Quay in Meirionydd. Anyway, that's enough of that. I have been influenced by, I'm going to give you now a poem of my own, which you see the influence, I think, of Dylan Thomas in it. And it's called Early Sunday Morning. The dawn had come like sparkling wine cascading down the hill. Early Sunday morning when the town was sleeping still, splashing over tiles and slates, making every rooftop glitter, trickling down the pavements, finding diamonds in the litter. But behind each bedroom window lies a world of private dreams, of forbidden love, of heroic deeds, and wild, fantastic schemes, where every life is glamorous, with good fortune in the making, for the rows of heads in the cosy beds before the rude awakening. There's Mrs. Mavangui Lewis, who scrubs the floor at the bank. She dreams of a life of luxury, with a villa in the south of France. She'd have carpets in the bathroom and carpets on the walls. And perhaps she'd have a dozen maids to help her with the chores. She sees herself in the afternoon dressed in a gown of silk, asking her friend as she pours them tea, do you take lemon or milk? Her husband lies beside her, snoring like a pig. He's never a worry in all this world if he's short of his beer and cigs. Ambrose Lewis, the uncrowned bard, with his foot upon the rail, sinks another pint of beer for the championship of Wales. He could have been a scholar, if he'd only passed the exams, or played front row for Pontypridd, except for his sweaty hands. He doesn't have to dream at all, for his head is in the clouds. He's the genius who goes missing when it's his turn to buy a round. Tossing in his narrow bed lies the Reverend Isaac Parry Jones, his body flushed from head to foot with wintergreen and slones. He's dreaming of revival times in massive congregations and preparing for his spiritual tasks with tubes of embrocation. He turns upon his pillow, hoping for messages ethereal to stop the chapel watching the clock as they suck their mint imperials. He does press-ups in the vestry, inhaling eucalyptus fumes, waiting for his time to come to fill 1,000 empty pews. He keeps pencils at his bedside for when the inspiration's good, though he's never preached a sermon yet that was fully understood. He calls himself the Reverend Mr. Motivator Jones and gets celestial messages on his mobile phone. Last Sunday, when preaching at Ebenezer, he dialed the wrong number and they sent round a pizza. And he paid for his meal with the organist visa. Dream on, Henrietta Davis. Prince Charming is coming quite soon. A rugged, handsome hero from the pages of Mills and Boon. They say you believe in miracles, but is it your way to forget? As you snuggle down in your bed at night, wrapped in your warm flannelette. You're thinking of Emrys the coalman, who once stole a kiss on the path and left a stain on the sleeve of your dress and 2 dirty great prints on your back. Though she's old in the tooth, Mrs. Gilchrist the fruit keeps a fruit and veg shop in the village. Mrs. Gilchrist the fruit still dreams of a young man beside her, though she's rheumatic pains and varicose veins, and her apples return to cider. Mr. Griffiths, folding papers in the darkness of his shop, carefully hides those sheets of scandal with the Sunday Times on top. There's a sound like a band with tambourines, but it's only Tom the milk, rattling his crates of bottles and ruffling the air of silk. He treads through a garden of cobwebs where a cat suns herself on a post, and he sniffs as he bends at the doorstep at the smell of burning toast. Soon it'll be breakfast time. Mrs. Lewis in her apron standing at the kitchen range, frying eggs and bacon. Shouting up the staircase, "Get up, you lazy bones! Don't be late for chapel, not today, no. It's the Reverend Isaac Parry. It's Mr. Motivator Jones."